Good morning, Crystal Palace, and welcome to the Upper Norwood Library Hub's Library Lunch. My name is Galina Rin. I am here in the new studio at the library. We don't have a name for it yet. I might call it the cave or something like that. It looks a bit underwater cavey this morning. The reason for that is because this is a working studio, so every day it's going to look a little bit different depending on what we've got in. Yesterday I was filming Santa in preparation for our social distance Santa Claus, which is with us from the 3rd of December all the way to the 24th of December, assuming we're allowed to have him. And then on the 12th of December, we're having reindeer in the car park. Reindeer will be here. And my fella, who's not even really into Christmas and all that, was like, I want to see a reindeer. And I'm like, well, the tickets are sold out for the first day already. Amazing. Anyway, I'm getting right off track. I was just so excited about reindeer being in the car park. It's crazy. Anywho, we have a guest with you today. She is a local lady. I have met her at local events. And you probably all know her as well because she was one of the hosts of the Crystal Palace Festival. It's Helen. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, hi.
Do you know what? I've completely bailed on your surname. What is your surname?
Which one? I've got a few. Although that sounds a bit dodgy. I've got my maiden name is Desai, but I also go by the name of Morrish because I was married and now sadly widowed, and yeah. But I am AKA Lady Crimplene, which everyone knows me in Crystal Palace as.
So what is Lady Crimplene? And what is it you do? What is it you do?
Right. Well, how long have you got? I'll try not to go down
20
a
minutes. 20 minutes.
Basically, I'm a designer, but I also been collecting for 30 years, vintage, which to me then was secondhand clothes. Had a great love of the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s. Collect clothes, homeware, everything. And it accumulated into a shop, which is actually in my front bedroom. And so I've been selling now for over 10 years. But I also design, I illustrate, do a bit of stand-up, and amazingly got asked to present the Crystal Palace Festival in August, which was online, which was amazing. Yeah, I'll try not to say amazing too much because I do use that a lot. So yeah.
You can use that word all you want. That's fine.
Oh, thank you.
Judged. So let's start with the Crystal Palace Festival because that's where that's a big thing. A big thing. So how did you find the whole shenanigans?
I absolutely loved it. I've never done to me, that's probably coming as close to live TV. And funny enough, I did not. I think when I was growing up, I did really want to be a TV presenter. But then, Anyway, it was brilliant. The whole sort of like fastness of it. We had to change, very quickly because one guest wasn't able to make it, so we had to change it all. And I absolutely loved it. I was really honoured to be asked, and working with Callum was brilliant. So I think love to do some more of that.
Yeah, so we work with Callum obviously a lot because he's our main host for the West End musical stuff. So yeah, it's good company. And it was a great day. We had so much fun at home shouting at the screen, especially at the end when the band, what was the band called? Like
John,
and then we were just having a drunk argument with people online about who's John, which one is John.
They were so loud. I mean, I've been to some loud gigs in my life, and I actually had to come away, but because they were so loud. But no, it was a great 2 days, amazing. Said that word again.
That's all right. You can say it as much times as you want. It's all good. Okay, so Lady Crimplene, you do it in your house, you say?
Well, yes. So I have pre-COVID, I have loads of open house events where friends, customers come round. I've got peruse all the clothes the fizz, there's music. It's a really fun atmosphere. I also do private appointments. But now, obviously, I've had to rethink, moved my whole business online. But when lockdown 1 eased, I did an open garden event with 6 people at a time slotted. So I moved the whole shop into the garden. And I don't know if you've got the picture of the outside.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So that worked really, really well. I mean, I put everything in place, like hand sanitizing. I mean, I went to the point where every step of the way, you came in the door, you hand sanitized, you literally I think I was making everyone hand sanitize more than you could think of hand sanitizing. Yeah, so it was very safe and it worked brilliantly. But sadly, now the weather's changed and that's all different. I'm actually enjoying selling online. I've got my Etsy shop. I do a bit on Instagram. Yeah, so just rethinking the whole thing.
And just for my own merch interest, what do you prefer, Instagram or Etsy as a selling platform?
Well, I think Etsy as a selling platform, but Instagram's great if you want to get to know your audience. I find social media, believe it or not, I find it quite difficult and I don't like putting myself out there. So hence you can see Janet in the background. She's the front of Lady Crimplene. But I'm lately realizing that you do have to build your audience and engage with people. People want to see you behind the scenes, so I've started doing that. And there's a really lovely vintage community on Etsy, and it's on Instagram. But yeah, I think definitely selling for me is Etsy. Seems to be going well on Etsy.
Actually, thinking about any vintage coats I've bought, and I have gone through the 1950s stage in the past.
Yeah.
And I bought everything, I guess, off Etsy even.
Yeah.
Etsy even.
I mean, I go 50s, 60s. I love the 80s. Not so great with the 70s because I haven't got the 70s body. I think you had to be quite tall with the maxi dresses. Just wouldn't suit me. But I'm more the 50s sort of shape. So yeah, love my vintage. Although secondhand, it's funny, the word vintage I think has only been around the last, crikey, if anyone, I think probably last couple of years, 5 years or something, because it's all secondhand charity shop to me.
Oh no, we had a vintage store in Belfast when I was a kid, and it sold the stuff that you were selling. No, I can't for the life of me remember what it was called. But yeah, I think like anything over 25 years old is considered vintage now. That's the way of guitars anyway, for sure. Vintage stores. I guess they're thrift stores in America, aren't they?
See, I love in the States where, Rin, where are you? No, you're American, Canadian.
Northern Irish, love. Northern Irish, born and bred.
Are you Northern Irish?
Yes, Northern Irish. Yes, Northern Irish.
Oh, you were American. And then I thought, oh God, we're going to go down the lecture. Anyway, yes, America, they've got thrift, which I love.
Yeah, but I
love that word, thrift.
Is thrift store a vintage store or is it a charity shop? It's just their charity shop, isn't it? Or is that Goodwill?
Charity, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but I in Northern Ireland when I was a kid, you have a charity shop which is just cheap stuff, and then as soon as something could be said to be vintage, it just got super expensive.
Oh, I know. Well, I always remember I had an issue with Vogue and I couldn't believe it because they were so sort of at the time. We're talking like, must have been late 80s, early 90s or something, or I can't remember where. And there was this whole fashion shoot, vintage dress and I was like, hang on a minute, you're jumping on the bandwagon a bit. God, I hope no one from Vogue's watching this. Not that they would be. But anyway,
They might
yes,
be. Come on. They might be. Our reach of this show
they
is
are.
very, very good. They might
But
be.
yeah, no, it's but I'm struggling with the idea of 90s becoming vintage.
Well,
But
I think
then that's that's selling really well on is it Depop?
you've just said a word I do not know. What is Depop?
That's another selling platform, but the young, much younger than me are doing really well with the 90s. That's all coming back again. So, but yeah.
I will be in fashion once again. I never gave up on baggy trousers. I'll be honest. I never did. I never ever did.
Galina, don't be in fashion. I think being in fashion, it's so much better to be individual.
Yeah,
like you are. You're very individual.
we're all
I'm loving
individuals.
your hair bow and your glasses, by the way.
Yeah, this is a little bit of the 1950s thing going on here.
It's very nice. By the way, I've got my Crystal Palace dinosaur top on.
Is it an official dinosaur t-shirt?
No.
So we met at a creative writing course here at the library a wee while ago.
We did, yeah.
And it's complete. I didn't think we were going to be talking about this, so I haven't written down the lady's name. Do you remember what her name is?
Ray.
Ray
of.
I've forgotten. I'll try and link it in after the fact. I'll try and link it in. A very good creative writing class. I was going to make a novel of my comic book, and you were writing your own comic book, which I thought was super cool.
I was actually. Well, I'm still. This is my. Oh gosh. Well, my next project is I'm actually illustrating. I've got. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah.
Starting to illustrate a book about my dog, and literally how he's been, what he's means to me in my life, and him as becoming like this comic book character, because he is a bit of a character around Crystal Palace, and just so he was my late husband's dog, and then when my husband passed away, we sort of got thrown together in this this way, and so it's just about him as a dog, really.
That's cool.
A little sort of. I think I'm like you. I'm really into like the fan scene. I want it to be quite rough and maybe stapled together and a bit sort of. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still writing it, by the way.
That's good. That is good. We could animate it here, if you did the illustrations. Not like super sonic animation, but if you did the illustrations, we could move them around and we could record.
That sounds amazing, because he is such a character. So that would have to be discussed.
Another one in the pot for later. Amazing. So what else have you been up to during this period?
Wow,
things that have been happening.
How long have you got? I've basically been. So I did the Crystal Palace Festival. I've been trying to get some more material together for my stand-up. I keep saying I'm going to do a one-woman stand-up show. I've done a couple of little gigs here and there, so yeah, been writing that. I've also been doing what we've been calling a poetry lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning of lockdown, me and a couple of friends thought it would be really great just to keep each other going by meeting once a week. We pick a subject and we do a poem about it. And it's just got more and more and more and more. And now we've decided to meet once a month, but someone just picks a subject just to get your juices going, your creativity. And it's really good fun. So I've been doing that. Obviously, doing all my online shop. Online shop? Yes, online shop. So I suddenly thought I went down the Sainsbury's route.
No, you're right. You're good.
Other supermarkets are available. So quite a lot of things. I did my open garden event. Yeah. So lots going on in my book, drawing, keeping myself busy.
Yeah, that's cool. So if you want to do your one-woman show, I may as well just pimp this at the same time. You can do it on our live stream channel if you want. We can bring you in and put you on a stage background or whatever.
Wow.
The whole thing, whatever you've got. I want everything that's in your head.
I'd love that. I'd love that.
You could even do your poetry thing. We could make a live stream out of that for folks.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
So if you want to get any of that going, just let me know, because with this new lockdown, we'll be looking to build up that live stream.
Oh,
stuff that we had at the last lockdown.
fantastic.
Yeah.
The other thing I've been doing is a lot of webinars, creative webinars, because I have so many projects going on at one time. I find it very difficult to sort of time block. So I've been doing, I've got a creative mentor at the moment, and we meet once a week on a Monday. And there's other creatives there, like fine artists, who do find it very difficult to, keep to one project or do loads at a time. So that's really helped me. And just trying to keep, I mean, if I'm not busy, then that's when I start getting cross with myself. I love a project. I have to have a project. Whether I finish it or not, it's a different matter, but I just love a project.
How did you get a creative mentor? I'm interested in this one.
Oh, well, funnily enough, a really good friend of mine, her friend was starting up a new business, and it's all, she just thought it'd be really good, as a lot of people are feeling the same way, getting a bit overwhelmed by loads of different things. She just contacted me and just wondered if I wanted to be a guinea pig, so because it's a new sort of project she's trialing, and I think there's about 10 of us, but you get buddied up with someone. So you say to them, right, I want to do this and this week, and then you have to sort of not prove it, but to say and tick that you've done it, because photographing a lot of clothes and you have to put all the measurements, it does take a long time. And sometimes I get too busy into the styling of it, and so and the distractions of, oh gosh, I better do that washing up, or I'll have a bit of lunch, and do you know what I mean? So that's been really good. I can thoroughly recommend a time blocking thing.
So that's like a time management
yeah,
element, I guess. And so what's the business that has the creative mentors on it? Because I'm sure people would like to know about that a little bit more.
Yes, it's Nikki Moran. She's on Facebook, actually. And it's, I could put a link on the library hub or something.
Yeah, why don't you just link it in after
yeah,
come
sure.
off here. Just go back onto this just go back onto this feed and then put the link in at the bottom. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah. Sure. Well, Helen, thank you very much for joining us. It's been lovely to have you. Gaynell has left us a little comment. She said she's enjoying listening to you two style icons chatting away and putting the world to rights. And yup, Vogue is probably listening. Yeah, style gurus, right? Yeah, right. But thank you, Gaynell.
I thought she was going to say she was listening to us rabbiting on.
No,
that's very nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Galina.
Hey, no worries. Thanks for coming over. I'm just going to take another couple of minutes to let you know what's going on at the library. And we had a lot of events in the last couple of days and weeks, so we didn't talk about Casper's project quite as much as we normally do. So Clear Community Web is a partner of the library, and Casper will be there to answer all your queries and questions if you have folks at home who want help getting on Zoom, dealing with online banking, doing your shopping from Sainsbury's, all that kind of stuff. If you need help, Helen's laughing in the background. It's all cool. And the phone number and contact details are in the description of this and every library lunch that we do. And then all the other stuff like Santa, there's so much Santa stuff at the moment. You just need to go onto our website. It's all in front of you there like a wheelbarrow. So that's uppernorwoodlibraryhub.org if you want to book in for Santa. I don't think we're taking bookings for Santa viewing just yet, but I think there are reindeer stuff popping up all over the place, really. So just keep an eye on the website, keep an eye on our social media for when Santa comes online. Mandy Raven has also left us a wee comment saying, love Lady C, great interview girls. There you go, Helen. See people like it.
Oh, lovely.
All right, guys, we're away and we will be back tomorrow. What day is today? It's Wednesday. Eleanor will be back with us tomorrow, and we will be starting our series of Croydon Emerging Writers interviews, which will start tomorrow and continue all next week and perhaps the week after as well, where we're interviewing young people who are involved in the Croydon Croydon Emerging Writers program. And then we're also going to see extracts from their plays that are being written as part of that program. That's amazing. It's amazing. It's a lot. Anyway, we're back tomorrow at 12 o'clock and we'll see you all there. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Bye.